Females always had a hard time standing out in the video game world. They've always been the damsel in distress, the love figure, some evil queen, or just overly sexualized. As time evolved, so did their roles in video games. It's time we get to play these characters, the strong heroine to take on the bad guys, and not succumb to every stereotype out there. Here at GamerU, we went through a heated debate on who would be the best heroines out there. We didn't settle on who's the hottest. We wanted strong, real characters on this list. So, here are the top 10 heroines in video games. At number 10, Kate Archer. Even though she is at the bottom of the list, no one is as charming as Kate Archer. No One Lives Forever is one of those sleeper hits that some of you know. She brings in the best of the 60s spy thriller, adds humor, witty dialogue, and awesome one-liners that only she can deliver. James Bond would envy this girl. At number 9, Anya Stroud. Gears of War is the most testosterone-filled game ever made. Pumped up with giant steroid men, huge action sequences, and some of the most unnecessary violence ever seen in video games. Having a female playable character that isn't basically eye candy in this series is not only a surprise, but also a sigh of relief. Out of all the characters in the game, she is the strongest, and the only one that looks like a normal human being. Not to mention, she can kick some major locust butt. At number 8, Clementine. If there is any character that can make anyone's heart melt, it's Clementine. This sweet young girl brought light to a dark world full of zombies in the first season of the Telltale's The Walking Dead. Then season 2 came around, and boy did she just switch everything around. She started out as someone who needed protection, but became the protector. She represents how people can change over the years. At number 7, Jade. Jade from Beyond Good and Evil stands out amongst the rest as the one with the biggest heart. She took care of an orphanage on a war-torn world in the beginning of the game, and is a character who doesn't want to get involved in war. However, just like any other reluctant hero, she was thrust in to stop it. Using her trusty camera and smarts, she is able to take down the nation and save her friends in the process. At number 6, Jill Valentine. It takes a special person to handle their own against a horde of zombies. Jill has been around since the first T-virus broke out, and was there for the final battle against Wesker to finally end the Umbrella Corporation. She knows her way around to lockpick, knows how to use a gun, and defeat the most insane bio-monsters ever created. Word of advice? Don't ask her for a Jill sandwich. At number 5, Alex Vance. There aren't many strong females out there, and not many can stand against the prowess of Alex. With her first introduction in Half-Life 2, we had a feeling she would be a major asset and an interesting character to have around. She can take care of herself, help you out in any situation, and blow away every single stereotype that plagued gaming for the longest time. If only we could see her again in Half-Life 3. At number 4, Tara Branford. Final Fantasy is one of the most popular RPGs out there. When Final Fantasy IV came around, we were introduced to a female protagonist, Tara Branford. Her deep and complex amnesia story left many players in awe, pulled into an emotional whirlwind as we see her story unfold. Then her resolution came around, and it made everyone want to see her get her due against the evil villains that made her what she is. Her complex and relatable nature make her one of the top females out there. At number 3, Samus. Samus carried an impressive resume wherever she went. This bounty hunter took down multiple space pirates, saved the planet from parasites, and was able to befriend these space parasites in the process. During the time of the NES era, all the female characters were just damsels in distress. Samus paved the way to have a new generation of heroines, and wearing fully dressed armor on top of that. She can kick butt and take names. At number 2, Chun-Li. Chun-Li is considered the first lady of gaming, and rightly so. She is one of the earliest females in video games that wasn't a princess, but instead hardcore martial artist. Not only that, she decided to become a cop to find the man who killed her father, who was none other than the evil dictator M. Bison. Her awesome kicks can beat anyone down to a pulp, and she can still take away that seriousness with her happy victory dance. She is a very deep and complex character who knows when to get serious and when to have fun. At number 1, Lara Croft. Now, we're not talking about the old Lara Croft in the PlayStation 1 era, even though it's a big icon amongst many gamers. We're talking about the Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider reboot. She started off as an average young woman and eventually evolved into a warrior. She is a character that everyone can relate to, a character that made dynamic changes throughout the game, and a character that can inspire anyone to do anything. Come back next week for another exciting top 10 list right here at GamerU.